Kanu has secretly been released by the FG. Secretly.
Why won't we jubilate?
And he has gone for treatment.
I go jubilate at Igbo man.
But why is it that the government has secretly, is it that they are scared of the Fulani?
They release Igbo so easily because Nnamdi Kanu no be Yoruba. After Igbo man, against Igbo man, he released Igbo since Igbo don't go home, go bury him mama. Nnamdi Kanu no even come to bury him papa and mama. This time around, if they release him secretly, good. If they publicly let go of Mazi or Hamadike, MNK, Nnamdi Kanu, fine. If they do it publicly, but I can actually assure you that they might let go of Mazi secretly. Do you know why? Because they don't want a situation whereby the court will be overcrowded. If you actually tell the whole world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out tomorrow, at the court, the holy Igbos will circulate around that place and there will be human traffic. You will have vehicular traffic all over Abuja. From Abuja to Anambra, Imo State, everywhere will be crowded. The road. So to assure security of the court attendants, I think they are going to implicate his final release so secretly. Implement it so secretly. It shouldn't be something that will be, be allowed for, the public knowledge or information, as early as possible. So that's why news is sneaking out, bordering on the clarity of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's secret release. And if you actually ask me, I will tell you that the National Security Advisor is doing the right thing. You don't release that category of persons so publicly like that. It is a security threat. You might not know people that have actually prepared to come tomorrow, maybe to disalive or unalive the gentleman that has been kept incarcerated for over 50-something months now. So what we're trying to say is, comfort me, whichever way they do it, that you do that. Kanu is spending almost 5 years, 60 months, sitting dormant, incommunicado, without movement. Even fresh air, seeing the light of the day, could be very, very impossible for the young man. So we have welcomed whichever way he has been extricated from incarceration. We are looking forward to see what is going to happen tomorrow. That's why all hands are crossed, on the desk to welcome whichever way the press, both on and offline, are going to air their news or information or messages tomorrow, into the globe about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance tomorrow. It is an application for his release that comes so sudden. Yes, impromptu. Because they don't want to celebrate it. They don't want to make it so public and popular like that. To avoid chaos, to avoid this kind of risky security. For security reason, it is going to be at least an impromptu. Unexpected. We don't want bad eggs to graze that occasion. Fulani Janjaweeds could do anything. People that are putting on Nigerian military camouflage could burn the bush. They are all ruffians. We could not tolerate such people in our society, and especially when Ohamadike is coming out, anything could be possible at the venue of his rallies. And that is when they actually know whom the Igbos are. We don't want anything like water to penetrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ear. Mili abakwanyanti. Mili abakwana Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They should right now release it. In fact, they should have done that before the news sneaks out. Should have taken him to the National Hospital for proper check. Ohamadike is an international man, globally renowned agitator of Biafra emancipation. So they should actually do everything humanly possible to make sure Kanu is secured. He should never, ever get hurt. If Kanu gets hurt, Nigeria will be hurt. We promise Nigeria her. See, let me tell you, right from the era of British colonization, I am Igbo man and we've studied in history how tough we've been to the British man. British man with his imperialism and imperialism and supremacism could not bend the Igbos. We resisted the Britain for 60 good years. Britain came and go. Britain came and go because Britain, they are thinking that they will use Christianity against Igbo man. Igbo man was a Christian before Britain. We worship God Almighty. We are not idol worshippers. We worship Chineke Okike Abiyama. Abiyama is Abraham in my language. We know Abraham before the introduction of Bible. So there's nothing Britain is having over us. Britain knows actually that Igbo man is the one that will make Nigeria like London. That's why they carry leadership, give Fulani, and people that don't know what's up. Look at all our leaders. Mugu. People that are economically. Nigerian leaders, both present and past, they don't know what they are doing. Obasanjo did well. Yar'Adua did well. Jonathan did well. What are you seeing presently under this regime of APC Bicodin? Oga Buhari scatter Nigeria today. Tinubu is trying to repair what Buhari has spoiled. Thank you. See pepper. Price. Wait. Fulani man is coming across with pepper. Price pepper and tomato. This is an experiment. Experiment momentum. It is time for what? Demonstration. I spoke Latino. Experimental momentum. We should just call them. To do what? To demonstrate what I'm telling the whole world. I don't tell lies. You carry leadership, give Jaga. Obi won an election. Some people seize them. Seize Obi's mandate because they feel that na them be Emiloka, be what they call does this man call it, did this man call himself? Emiloko. No call, they call him. They don't they call him. Na Tinubu now Oko they call. Somebody see, let me tell you, old age has its bad effects. It is called senility. Too much sickness as a result of tired most of the body tissues and the essential organs in the body has been overworked and overstayed. You should just treat yourself, give yourself normal medication. Yes, to remain healthy. Old man cannot do it. Nigerian leadership should be given to young men of 30s, 28. Look at how many years is Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso? 36. And the young man is delivering. Nigerian old leaders. Buhari was almost 100 years.
Experienced.
No experience. We don't count on experience. We count on modern science and technology. We count on what Gen Z generation is doing currently. We count on what Mark Zuckerberg, the man that discovered Facebook, small boy. We count on what Tesla company is doing currently, Elon Musk. What are we doing? What are we doing in this part of the world? Do you think I will prostrate 10 times to go to heaven? I prostrate to God. If I refuse to prostrate to an elderly man in Nigeria, my God knows my heart. I am not a superstitious man. I believe in reality, and God is reality. So for what about experience and old age? Experience does not count as a result of old age. What counts is when you are in your prime. Nature said, at certain age, you should go and rest. Okay, experience as a result of old age. Old age, they go to the leadership, let me say, podium. They handle the mantle of leadership. They start stealing money. Old age, they steal money. That money where old age man, they steal. How you go use the money? See young children, we're supposed to use money. You dey old, 100 years, you say you are experienced. Old man, you go there, they steal money. Nigerian politicians are old. They should go and rest and give leadership to young men. What are you telling me about old age? Buhari was almost 100 years. He go there, thief until he go tell us, say he don't die. When we actually know that he died many years ago. Do you think we are fools? Some of us are not fools. See, look at me well. I know therefore bowing down before anybody before I eat. I work hard. Listen, so nobody can bend my opinion. I stand because I have conscience. And when my conscience worries me, I let go. That's why speaking the truth on the basis of clarity is the most, at least, required things any man should do. Listen and listen good. The Nigerian political system should be given to people like Pat Utomi. Omo election worry. Peter Greg Obi. Confirmed good governor of Anambra State in the past that had turned that state into #1 state in education some 20 years ago. 2005 to 2013, 8 straight years. Obi turned my state to #1 in education. You know, don't you see how my vibe is? Or do you like my vibe, my swag or not? Obi has converted the whole laboratory in Anambra State. He actually invited the whole billionaires. Instead of spending your money on clubbing, party, no. Bring your money, buy computer, computerize the labs all over secondary schools, primary schools in Anambra State, and Anambra billionaires, they contributed, they helped Obi, and Anambra State become #1 in education. Don't you see? We are doing well entrepreneurship wise, and you can see the level that we are, leading in education currently. You know how many universities we have in Anambra State? If you get to my father's compound at the backyard, University of Ibariam, many ones like that. Tabans, Tans, Iwene, Saint Tans, Iwene universities in Aguleri. Everywhere all over Anambra State. Madonna University in Okija. Many like that in Oka, Nsube, and so many communities in Anambra State. Obi is loaded with intelligence. Remove leadership from people that are so wicked and greedy, who are money-mongering and money-minded people that can steal anything. Give it to the right people that could deliver to Nigerians. That is when we begin to see democracy, not nepotocracy. That is when we begin to see egalitarians taking part in leadership and change our system for the good.
Okay, but I saw an article where this person was like,
who is that person?
An article where the article was that the British must apologize to Nnamdi Kanu for neglecting and for not, fighting for his release.
Britain should not apologize only to Nnamdi Kanu alone. No, Britain should apologize for the Igbos, for joining forces with Gowon, and they killed over 4 million Igbos from 1967 to 1970. Now maybe this. Did I die? Britain actually thought that after the war, I was not there, but did I die? Don't you know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu just celebrated 58? He was born in 1967. I'm telling you today, do you know that Kanu was born in 1967 when the war started? Listen, Britain should come out at every United Nations summit anywhere in the world, Israel, Canada, or at the UN Secretariat in New York, and apologize to the Igbos. Britain actually thought that they would bring Igbo Jews down. Igbo Jews will die, will be sleeping, become poor. That's why he ordered Awolowo to give us only 20 pounds. After the war, Awolowo gave us 20 pounds. Today, where are we? We have bought the whole Lagos. They are even afraid of selling their lands to us with 20 pounds. Britain implemented it. He advised Nigerian government then under Gowon, led the Ministry of Finance that actually gave every Igbo man 20 pounds by Awolowo. Britain does not mean well to Nnamdi Kanu nor Igbo man. Britain actually thought that after fighting the Igbos for 60 years and still they could not prevail on us, they were annoyed that they don't know that such people like this are existing in this kind of thick forest, Africa. Now they were afraid that in the future to come, Igbo man will go to the moon with his own craft. That's why Harold Wilson, the then British Prime Minister, when the war was raging between Biafra and Nigeria, Harold Robinson was talking nonsense. He was abusing the Igbos, supplying Gowon with military wares, guns, machine guns, bombs to kill the whole Igbos. The Igbo youths, children were kwachokored in their large numbers. Many died. Numbering 4 million Igbos, black Jews were killed during the Nigerian Biafran Civil War. And here we are today. Let me tell you, I want you to do your research and tell me the accurate population of the Igbos across Africa, Europe, America, Asia, even Australia. Tell me how many are we? We are numbering up to 100 million. Haven't you seen when we were voting for Biafra referendum last year or 2 years, 2004? Yeah, last 2024, we realized 50 million votes online, not offline. Do you know the numbers of Igbos that did not at least partake in that voting? It supersedes the numbers of the Igbos that actually voted. The people that actually voted were the people that are computer compliant, people that could actually operate computer. The mamas, the papas, the businessmen, the uneducated one could not. Yet, we realized 50 million votes. They are in the Igbo Erike. Igbo Kwano. Yeah. Igbo no Kwano. That's why we're everywhere. Listen and listen good. Britain must actually pay reparation and compensation to the Igbo man. for allowing Nnamdi Kanu to stay more than 60 months in detention for doing nothing, failing to play consular role that they're supposed to play because the Mazi himself is from Britain. He enjoys double citizenship. Don't you know? Double citizenship, British and the Nigeria. What are you telling me? So Britain must pay. They must actually compensate Nnamdi Kanu or apologize to the entire Igbo race for the kind of brutality, postulate, method on the Igbo people. That's why I always try to incite on social media that nothing can or ever will minimize the injustice or brutality meted by the Igbos, by the British Labour government under Harold Wilson, which actually supplied Nigerian military clique with arms. 58 years ago, it began to look like genocide, and certainly it was the biggest bloodbath in African history. That's Raf Mbechukoti, and I'm right.
You're right. Okay.
I'm right.
What do you think that the Britain, you know, just like you said previously, said they don't like the Igbos because they know that the Igbos on their own can survive.
Our brain is higher than British man.
And because of the
allow Igbo man will develop his own technology. It is happening now in Abia State. Abia State have actually devised, craft out drones, airplanes. They are going to devise AI, artificial intelligence, very soon. Britain is afraid of Igbo man because giving Igbo man the space, within 10 years, British technology will be a thing of the past. I'm not afraid. I'm from Anambra State and I'm an Igbo staff. I know the kind of spirit and potential I carry that is inside me. Oga, Winston Churchill, British Prime Minister, 1930s, 1940s, during the time Second World War was raging, actually beckoned, depended on Ojuku's father, Louis, the African billionaire, Louis Ojukwu. And Louis Ojukwu leased out 422 heavy military truck. He lent it to British government to fight Adolf Hitler. After that, what thing can happen? The war raged from 1939 to 1945, 6 years. From 1945 to Nigeria independence, 15 years. 15 years. Nigeria independence was 1960. Before that 15 years, Louis Ojukwu was dead, a billionaire. Then, 7 years after independence, civil war. The same man, the same country that Ojuku's father lent military truck, they fought against Ojukwu. Not knowing that the little boy they were fighting against, his father helped Britain. Britain on the Ojuku's father, Louis Ojukwu, yes, helped Britain. Britain, you are a beggar. British, you people are beggars. Ojuku's father lent you people money in the 30s when Hitler decided to destroy London. London Bliss actually attracted the Arabs, the Indians, the Jewish billionaires, the Jews that actually assisted Britain on revamping London. The construction of London, it wasn't an Englishman or British man that actually did that. Because they are poor. They depended on African resources to survive. British man has nothing. Very lazy man, set of people. They depended on India, their gold, on Ghana, Gold Coast, Nigeria, Niger area, nigger, that's what they called us, slave. Slaves that occupy or live around River Niger by Kate Shaw. Kate Shaw, the wife of Frederick Lugard. So these people are slave raiders. As if that was not enough, could you remember what actually transpired in 14th century when they were trading between Africa, America, Africa, America? That's the triangular trade. It was the Britain. They don't regard us. They actually believe that we are their slaves. Sufia, I can never be a slave. Britain did not colonize Igbo man. Britain colonized low mentality stricken North and the rest of their sisters. People that claim, we have gone to Kanu. I gave them 50 million. The Fulanis are our brothers and sisters. No, it's for them. They are brothers and sisters, not for Igbo man. The Fulanis are not my brothers and sisters. I'm of Jewish extraction. That's why I'm telling the whole world that Hamas actually landed in Gaza. Well-coordinated military operation for 24 months. The occupant of Gaza and West Bank, Golan Heights, could not report to Israel. See what Hamas are doing, Hamas are a terrorist group. They allowed Hamas hatched their plans, killing Israelis in their various communities. And now Israel is reacting. The whole world is talking. Nigeria is supporting Palestinians. Chetima is supporting Iran, supporting Palestinians, attacking Israel verbally. Tinubu is telling the whole world that Israel is committing suicide. Akamadri and my hand know that I'm an Igbo man. I support Israel. Israel should stamp out terrorists on earth. See, let me tell you, these Muslims, these leaders, elites in the north, they are supporting Hamas and leaders and the Hezbollahs. Why? Because of religious bigotry. I don't. I'm an Igbo man. I don't, and I will never. So if Chetima goes to United Nations Summit and talk trash about Israel, he is going to take it by his head. If Israel is coming, Israel actually knows location of East Central State of Nigeria. Actually, they know. They know where to at least use their precision, how to use it in Nigeria. That you use it to people that are sponsoring terrorists for how many years? UAE has actually listed their names and compiled it neatly, submitted it to Nigerian government. Nigerian government could not actually implement coordinate serious investigation to at least bring to justice people that are funding Boko Haram, bandits, and henchmen. They only mobbed it, swept it under carpet. 350 sponsors of terrorists compiled in UAE. Nigerian government could not take any action. I'm telling you, there are many things wrong with this contraption called Nigeria, which is just a mere geographical expression.
The IPON IPOB ndị DOS na-eme ndị otu Chinasanworu ndị otu Nnamdi anya ndị otu Chike Edozie, they are all united against their now newfound enemy, Simon Ekpa. Mana onye isi unu bụ Nnamdi Kanu sikwa n'azụ na-enye Simon support. Kedizi ha na-akọ ihe, onye ka na-aghọrị. Ihe ndị a na-emezi kịta bụ because na Simon outshined them and put them into oblivion. Ha na ndị Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, DSS na-alụkọzi ọrụ kịta. Ọ bụzi ha ma na-atụzi Simon aka. Ndị otu Simon, sitigbuo Simon, zọgbuo Simon. Mana ajụjụ na-ajụ aka unu ọ dị ọcha.
People don't know what is coming with it. They have no idea. I feel sorry for the zoo. They have no idea. Any day that all of you gang up to support your one Nigeria garbage, the more you're digging your collective graves. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed.